What's going on, guys? In this video we're going to be talking about Messenger Connector. So Messenger Connector enables you to message people on complete autopilot, and it's one of my favorite extensions. After you log in, all you gotta do is hit open Messenger Connector, and you'll be brought to this tab, right? And the first thing you're gonna be doing is hit sync all friends bracket API. So click on this, and what happens, it will scan your entire friends list so that it will populate, or it will auto populate in Messenger Connector, so that you can select the friends that you would like to message, right? So give it some time for it to load. As you can see, it fully sync my 3,000 plus friends. And as well as if you click on that, and after a while, about 1 minute plus, if nothing happens, then you can select sync all friends manually, right? Scraper means is doing it manually, but this will take some time, right? So I suggest that you use the API function first, right? And next would be you want to sync your newly added friends, right? Your newly added friends. So click on sync new friends. What happens is what it will do is give it a while to load. And what happens, it will pull up your Facebook page, your Facebook profile, and it will pull up and you'll actually scan all the newly added friends that you have just recently connected to, right? And let's say if this page stops scrolling by itself, all you gotta do is click scroll more, right? And remember, all you gotta do is click scroll more on the bottom left over here, and just be reminded that if while you're running this extension right now, while doing this scraping, make sure you're not opening another tab, make sure you're not going to another window, right? And as you can see here, once this scraping has already done and has already scraped all my friends, all you gotta do is hit finish, right? Hit finish after it stops scrolling by itself, and there's nothing more to load, right? Hit finish and we are good, right? Once you hit finish, the tab will close and you'll come back to extension, and you can see over here now you have this tab, all friends, and you have the new friends tab as well, right? So this is the people that is scraped, right? So if you have not scanned the new friends yet, then this tab would be empty. All right, so now we are all set. So the way how you want to message your friends would be, you can either select the friends manually that you'd like to message, or what you can do is you can just select all friends, right? But I do not recommend this, because if you select all friends, it's kind of dangerous. There is a limit of how many people that you can send this message to every single day, just to make sure that Facebook does not block you off. So say for example, if you selected all friends, and let's say if all friends has maybe 3,000 friends, right? So what happens is every single day, this extension will run itself and message 30 people. Of course, for it to work, your Chrome browser must be up, and it will message 30 people and just stop for the day, and the following day message another 30, right? But what I really recommend it to be using for is to message your new friends, right? Message new friends. So all you gotta do is hit over the new friends tab, and you can select all if you want to, or you can manually select the friends you like to message as well. As you can see here, you can see there is a blue color box coming up and a check, right? Then you are good, right? So of course, next, before we actually jump into the settings, we want to create a message first, right? We want to add a message, and the way you want to do that is open up the Messenger Connector extension again, and you can see over here messages section, right? So go over to messages section, and firstly we would like to add a message group, right? So click add message. And next would be you want to title this group, right? So say for example, we name this welcome message, right? Welcome message, right? And the first message we like to enter would be hi. You can use the first name. So if you're gonna use first name, make sure that you're using this bracket exactly like that. And this first name it's all small letters, right? It's all small letters. Hi, first name. Great to be connected on Facebook. How is everything going, right? And don't forget to hit the add button, right? So you gotta hit add before you click save, right? So hit add, and you can add another message. If you add another message, what that means would be that the extension will rotate between messages, right? The extension will rotate between the messages, right? As you can see over here, the way I do it is you can type another message will be, hey, Okay, so guys, look at this, right? I actually click add without typing a message, and you can see here that this is an empty message that I added, right? So remember that do not do this, right? I purposely did that just to show you guys that an error can happen. That what happens would be if you have an empty message over here like that, then the extension will not send any message, right? So make sure that you do not click add when the message is empty. So say hey, do the first name again. So you can change up your variations, right? Do a couple of variations so that Facebook doesn't see it a bit suspicious. Hey, hey, first name, thank you, thanks for connecting on Facebook. How have you been? Right, and click add and hit save. Right now we can see there are two messages over here. So what happens would be the extension will alternate between these two messages by random, right? Click save, and you can select to add more message groups if you want to. For this example, we're just going to have one message group, and with two messages inside. Again, it's up to you if you want to have one message or you have one. If you want to have two messages, it's absolutely fine. So all you gotta do is here is send interval, right? So for send interval, I highly recommend that you do 60 seconds or 3 minutes, right? So if you're messaging 10 people, for example, then you can do 60 seconds. If you're gonna message 20 people, I really suggest that the maximum number you do it's 20. 30 is a bit too much because Facebook there's a high chance that Facebook will ban you and saying that, hey, you're sending too many messages at the same time, right? So go for 60 seconds or 3 minutes. For this example, I'll use 60 seconds and I'll just do say 5 messages, right? And here, after you add the message over here, right, and you can see actually the message does not come up, right? All you gotta do is hit sync, right? Hit sync message group, and what happens will be the message group will appear here, welcome message, right? So campaign title would be just you can name it whatever you want, run one, and the next setting will be send only if no messages sent in the past minimum, right? So for this, I would suggest you put anytime. What anytime means is that let's say these are your new friends, and let's say if you have sent them a message before, then this extension will not send that specific person a message, right? So say for example, if you hit none, right? If you hit none, meaning that whether you spoke to the person before or not, the extension will still message the person. And let's say if you put 1 week, meaning that if you have spoke to the person before in the past 1 week, then the extension will not message the person. But let's say if you spoke to the person before, but it's over a month ago, then over a week ago, then the extension will message that person, right? So since this message is customized to new connections, I'll put it as anytime. So send message only if sent in the past anytime, right? So this saying that if no messages were sent to this person before, so I'm going to be sending that person a message, right? So once you have done all the settings up, then all you gotta do is hit create campaign, right? Create a campaign and hit, all right, I forgot to select friends, right? My apologies, right? So I'm gonna select 5 people here, just for example, 5, and then hit create campaign, and you can see the campaign successfully created, and right now it's actually sending messages to these 5 people, right? Let's wait for a bit for the messages to send, and I'm gonna be seeing and showing you guys how it actually looks like, right? So let's give it a bit for the messages to be sent out. All right, as you can see over here, the extension actually opened up this person. And since you're not talked to this person before, the extension will pull up a message and it will auto send the person a message. As you see over here, and the message has been sent, right? So that's cool. And then what happens would be we'll wait for 60 seconds and it will go ahead and send the next person the following message, right? Just remember that this tab, please do not close this tab. Keep this tab open so that it continues sending messages to people, right? So that's exactly how this extension will work. And you can see over here the message has been sent to this person, right? And of course, once you have got this all set up, another thing that you'd like to check would be on the extension itself, Messenger Connector. As you can see over here now, I named this campaign run 1. and 4 messages left to send, and it's scheduled at X timing, right? So let's say, for example, and now the extension is messaging the second person, right? So let's say, for example, you wanna continue doing your stuff, and let's say if you don't want this extension to message people anymore, because you want to manually reply them, for example, right? Let's say if you've already messaged 10 people, and let's say if someone send you a voice message, someone send you a message on Facebook, and you would like to manually reply them, then what I'll recommend would be you can actually click pause this campaign, or you can just delete this campaign altogether, so that this extension does not run by itself, right? Once again, since you have set this to send to 5 people, this extension will continue running by itself till all has been fulfilled. If not, then you can still see that this extension will literally just run by itself. For example, let's say if you set a campaign to let's say you selected 100 friends, but you only set a limit of 10 today, right? So meaning that the extension will message 10 people today, and tomorrow it will message another 10 by itself if your Chrome browser is up, right? So if you don't want that to happen, and suddenly when you open up Chrome and you can see this thing pop up by itself and it's suddenly messaging people by itself, make sure you pause the campaign or you delete the campaign, right? Once again, guys, this is just to protect yourself on Facebook. You don't want to have this extension automatically messaging people. As you can see here, right, this person literally just replied, right? So this message went and this person replied. Pretty cool, right? I'm showing you guys a real life case study here. So once again, I'm trying to say that make sure you either pause or delete the campaign, once you have done the task for today. And the only reason because of that is because you don't want to be doing multiple things on Facebook at the same time, right? And what I mean by multiple would be, let's say if you're manually replying to people, like let's say someone replied me, saying that, hey, Merry Christmas, I wanna drop a manual reply here. You don't want to be manually replying this person at the same time your extension is messaging another person, right? Or you don't want to be engaging on your Facebook page, or being on a call on someone else on Facebook, and this extension is messaging people, right? The risk of that would be, because you're doing 2 activities at the same time, meaning that you're messaging someone and you're commenting on a post at the same time, then Facebook will flag that as being suspicious, right? Once again, guys, if you've watched my video on this automation for success, then you would know I've already said this before, but I'm saying this again just to protect you. Remember to hit the pause or X button once you have done for the day, right? So that's exactly how you use this extension, and I hope you found value in this video, and I'll see you in the next one.